This is on. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another night in the life, crazy life, digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are all doing well. It's another late night stream with Crypto Siege. I wanted to hop on here and just share a little bit about what's kind of going on in the marketplace. Just a little bit. Aiden Trading, what's going on, my friend? How are you, bro? Brian, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Aiden Trade, I'm having some issues when I play a video YouTube on my channel. Most of the people are saying that it's coming in spotty at best. So if you know anything that I can do, I use OBS. Please reach out to me. If you know the answer in the stream, you can certainly text it to me. But I'm having some issues. I attempt to play a video, a YouTube video. I hear it fine, but the people in the stream are saying that it's coming spotty at best. So if you have any answers at all, I would appreciate that. Brian, what's going on? Brian doing good. Dano is in the building. What's going on, man? What is going on, guys? Hey, please smash the likes on the way in, guys. Definitely appreciate that. Haven't had a chance to sub yet. Yeah, please feel free to if you like the content. Another late night stream. You'll see Staff Sergeant in the Rings. Love it, bro. Thank you for your service, by the way, my friend. We are I could say we are like roommates, right? I had the pleasure of serving in the United States Navy. So, Morris Prince C7, how are you, my friend? How are things? Everything good? Absolutely. Everything. How are you? Oh, that's right. Absolutely. So good night. Definitely, it's going to be a really good night. I wanted to cover some really good things, and I titled the stream XRP Hodlers. It's time to level up. I don't. Yeah, I just said it's time to level up, didn't I? I was talking about your XRP IQ. Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Time to level up the IQ. So the reason why I thought about doing this today is I watched video from SPQR Media today from Boy Lee, and he had mentioned that he was doing the video because he wanted to remind people, community, that I guess he was getting a lot of stuff about people selling and all these different things like that, especially with it being down 20%, I guess. And he did a video kind of recapping some of the partnerships and reminding people about the partnership. I thought that was great. But here's the thing that I thought. Like, how many people in the community, not only did they miss this video that he did, but they missed the original videos that he did. And because it made me think, guys, please smash the likes on the way in. Got 14. I definitely appreciate that. It helps with the algorithm of the stream. With YouTube, it helps with the algorithm for the channel. But how many people, if they missed this video from SPQR Media, how many missed the original video? And what I mean by that, there's so many people in the space now, right? When you go to richstatslist.com, and you can see, I always switch it to percentage holders. So if you hold a certain amount, you're at 20% on the top 20%. If you hold a certain amount, you're at the top 15, top 10, top 5%. And I always switch it to the percentage mark. But you look at that chart there, you can see that the purchases or the amount of people in the 20% is up and to the right. The amount of people in the 15% is up and to the right. The amount of people in the 10%, they're all up and to the right. I think even the 0.5% of XP holders had a couple of dips in there. But I believe that they are even still up and to the right. Not as significantly, obviously, as the 5%, the 10, 15%. And my point is that more people are buying XRP, but do they know why? They know why. Because I think what's happened with a lot of people in XRP is a lot of new people came into the space. They saw the price of Bitcoin. They saw the price of Ethereum. They saw the price of XRP. Especially, remember the couple, 3 times throughout the year, 3 or 4 times throughout the year, maybe, that XRP moved up into the number 2 spot. What I think what happened is this: they merely saw the price, and they got into the space because they heard of the bull run 2017, but they haven't taken their time at all. Top the line, what's going on, my friend? They haven't taken the time at all to do their own homework and do their own due diligence, right? Because we have to be very. I used to say this a lot when I was training people as air traffic controller. I was, I used to say to trainers a lot. Um, you got to be really, really careful not to forget where you came from, right? Um, so it's easier for content creators to get on their channel and put it on a blog and say things because to their community because they think their community is at the same level that they are. And the fact of the matter, that the vast majority of them are not. Absolutely top of the line. Of course, you know that, bro. You know that, right? So how we do, my friend, right? So you understand what I'm saying? It's very, very important for us, I believe, especially as a content creator, to never forget where you were in the beginning of this space. Guys, please smash the likes button on your way, and I definitely appreciate that. It helps with the for sure. I got 23 people on the stream and 8 likes. Like, for example, when Lee from SPQ Armenia did that video, right? I like his approach because instead of him kind of going off, or instead of him saying, I'm not your mom, I'm not your dad, you follow your own path and do what you got to do, and instead of taking that approach or getting frustrated, right? Instead of taking that approach, um, he said, "Let me remind you, right, with some research, just to kind of remind." But in that, but reviewing the research is also educating new people, and I think the challenge is sometimes as content creators, if we're not careful, we can forget where we came and how we got to where we are, right? And so what I would say is instead of, I'm not your mom or your dad, I would say, you know, I get it. I get it. It's 22 cents. But when's the last time that you did your own homework and your own research? Did you get into the space just because of the price? What homework did you do? What deep dive did you do? And even if you went to different content creators that like the awesome Lee from and people from SPQ Armida or the people from Love from Crypto, did you do some additional homework? Do you really know what it is that you're holding? Wait a minute now. Before you decide to exit the space, can you honestly say that you took the time to do your own homework about the digital asset that you? Can you honestly say that you took the time? Nova, what's good, my friend? What's this say? Semi.g. What's going on, my friend? I don't think I've seen you before, my friend. What's going on, bro? I'm thinking that's a bro there, Semi.g. Alex Yeast, what's good? Right? And so that's what I was saying. So I loved Lee's approach, right? And he revisited a deep dive that he did with ACI. And I'm gonna go over that. But before I go over that, I want to share something with you. And I want to see if you guys are really, really getting what happened here. Really, what really just happened between Ripple and MoneyGram. Let me share this article with you guys. Abel Isaac. I've been an XRP investment for 13 months. So far, 65% down. Yeah, I get excited about that. 13 months. That's a pretty good start. It's a pretty good start, Abel Isaac. You know, um, most people kind of right in that frame. But I'm what I would say to a lot of people, 13 months. Again, as a trainer and as a business person, right, and been really, really blessed in the business world, I would say to my friends, like I had to say this to, oddly enough, my sister, not even 2 months ago. I had to say this to her because she was saying she called me by my proper name, right? And she's saying, and she's kind of she's giving me time frames of how long I turned her on to it. She made the purchases, so she's giving me some time frames and some prices, right? Right? And this is what I had to say to her. I said, listen, don't take it from me, but listen to, a billionaire. Guy's name is Warren Buffett, right? Because she's not going to listen to me, right? She'll listen to Warren Buffett before she listens to me, right? And so I said that her Warren Buffett said, after you do your own homework and you do your own due diligence, which I know she didn't, she just listened to me. He said, after you do your own homework and you do diligence, decide to take your hard earned cold cash and invest and make an investment in something. He said, if you can't hold on onto that investment, if you can't hold on that onto that investment, can't hold on to it for 10 years, you don't hold it for 3 minutes. If you can't hold on it for 10 years, you can't hold on it for 10 minutes. I mean, there's so much wisdom in those words. You can't hold on it for 10 years. Don't hold on it for 10 minutes. So I appreciate 13 months, right? But that's just the beginning. My mentor always told me, Babel Isaac, if you don't mind me sharing, what he always told me was all great people and great things go through three phases. Number one, it will be ridiculed. Number two, it will be opposed. In fact, he said violently opposed. Number three, it will become self evident. So my thing is, for most of the people in this community, where do you put the asset that you fair thing, good thing, or a great thing? And if you put it in the great thing category, what phase are we in? Phase are we? Do you think to the masses that XRP has become self evident in terms of its value as a digital? Not even close, right? Close. But let me share with you guys. Jag17, what's good? Second stream today. You are a hardworking man. Cheers. Thanks, Jag17. I appreciate that. Brian, tap the line. Say that again, please. Say what again? Tap the line. You want me to quote Warren Buffett? Let me know what's up. Or do you want me to quote my mentor, who turned me on to a dude named Arthur Schopenhauer? Which one did you want me to share with you? Tap the line. GOXRP. Hello, C's. Just got in. What's good to see you, my friend. I don't think I've seen you in the stream, man. Glad you're here, bro. Appreciate you hanging out. Guys, please smash that like buttons, please, and sub if you haven't had a chance to do that already. Appreciate the content. I am on a mission together. Let's get to 5,000 subs. Let's do that. That we're gonna take this channel to another level. Yes, over in Singapore and Hong Kong. XRP price will be realized. It's only a matter of time. Nova without question. Mentor. Yep. MENTEO. Mentor. Got the one. Oh, so what my mentor said. Yeah, so my mentor was cool dude, man. It just took me in as a young guy, as a teenager, shy of 19, hugely successful. He shared something from a guy called Arthur Schopenhauer. Arthur Schopenhauer, who was a German philosopher, business philosopher. He said all great people and great things always go through three phases. Number one, it will be ridicule. Number two, it will be opposed. In fact, he said violently. And number three, it will become self-evident. Long time sub since you was making biz in the car, semi.g. Oh, is that right, bro? Appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that. Make sure if you turn your dues onto this channel, man. Learn these dudes on this channel. We're about here. We're about leveling up. That's what we're about here, man. Leveling up. Leveling up your financial IQ, leveling up your digital asset space IQ, and leveling up your XRP IQ. Love to do it, man. Of course. Um, yeah, absolutely. Because is that Rasan question? If XRP moon tomorrow, for example, is there enough money available for everyone to cash out on exchanges? Just wondering. I would say that I don't know about an exchanges, but I do know that there are people who are market makers. There are people in the space that we don't know of outside of exchanges that are looking to snatch up this XRP because they have a financial benefit, and it's not because of there's other benefits to snatching order books up and providing liquidity. Bobby Snakes was good, bro. What's up, Siege? Great to see you streaming, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to doing more streams, man. Definitely looking forward to that. So the answer is, I believe yes. And Moon is like, so what's Moon, right? What's Moon? Is that $10? Is that $50 an XRP from 6/10 of a penny? There, Jungle Inc. Jungle Inc. Pretty prominent XRP community member, content creator. He looked at XRP this dude was in the space when XRP was 6/10 of a penny. I don't know when that is because I wasn't in the space then. I didn't get into the space until XRP was 15, maybe 20 cents. No, not into the space. I didn't even look at XRP until it was like 15 or 20. He looked at it, it was 6/10 of a penny. And this is what this dude said. It's so hilarious. He looked at the market cap and it was all about the market cap and the total circulating supply and the total supply. And this dude said, this thing $1, this thing's not going to even get to 5 cents. He looked at it, it was 6/10 of a penny. And because he didn't have the proper way to determine its value, this is a young guy. So when he's young today, so uh, when he looked at it with 6/10 of a penny, he's probably pretty young. He didn't know how to really determine the value of it, and he walked away from it. It was 6/10 of a penny. But what about the people who didn't, Rasan? So when is a moon price for them? Let's say they rolled that thing all the way up to $3.77 and then rode it down because they thought it was going to go higher. You know how that happens sometimes, right? I had that happen to me at least 3 times. I went 1 for 4 on my moonshots. Like 1 for 4, ride it out. Oh, it's gonna go higher. It's gonna go higher. We're gonna be ready to. 1 for 4. I cashed out on one. It was big. It was big bang, but my God, 1 for 4. Right. So what's moon? Right? Is moon $1? Rasan, is moon $5? Is it 10? Is it 50? Is it 100? What's moon? So I would say yes. There's enough XRP because people are going to be cashing out at all kinds of different levels. I promise you that. Right? Oh, that's nice, Babu Isaac. Is that right? Everywhere I go, I tell people about XRP. At least 10 people invested because of me. That's good to know, man. That's good to know. I appreciate you doing that, man. That's good to know. That is outstanding. That's a good record. Most people aren't that, don't have that kind of success. Who is this? Thanks for the super chat, J.R. Fretless. Fretless? J. Fretless? Keep up the great work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. I definitely appreciate that for the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate that. And I will continue to do my thing here, man. Someone will be left holding the bag if everyone cashed out. Yeah, so, like, did everyone cash out on Amazon? Everyone cashed out at the same cashing out at the same time. And when you think about Kava Labs and you think about DeFi right now, you'd be surprised um, at the amount of people who don't cash out. I'm talking about in entirety, right? I'm not talking about taking some off the top, feeling whole. I'm not talking about 5% or 10%. I'm talking about when you say cash out, you're talking they got 5,000 XRP and they cash it all out. I think most people are going to be surprised at the amount of people who don't fully cash out. They'll take some off the top 10%, maybe even 50%. Especially today. Especially today. Moon is $50 to $10,000 is the line. I would say yes, GO XRP. That's a great question. These new quarters that are opening, are they only doing like 10% like Bisco? Yeah, because Ripple is going to be doing things. They're going to move slow, and they're moving slow because they want to make sure that everything works the right way. Yikes! I know, right? 6 tenths of a penny. 6 tenths of a penny. Think about that. Oh, crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Did you ask that, investor? Yeah, guys, please, definitely smash the likes on the way in. I definitely appreciate that. It helps with the channel. Got 48, 49 people in the stream and 29 likes. I wonder if there is another digital asset at 6 cents. Bobby Snakes. I know, right? I know. I know. There's some gems out there. The challenge is it's challenging to find it. It's challenging to find it. Got to take some serious hours of research. Yo, GeoXRP says, "Don't be a Billy." Yeah. Who says that? Is that Jungle X? I believe it says that, right? I'm gonna catch up on some of these more, comments. Then I'm gonna go over this article because I really guys want you guys to do that. To think about this. I used to own 4,500 Binance coin. Wow, I hear that, bro. I didn't have that. I only have. Good for you, bro. Great things are looming just around the corner. Siege. December will be memorable. Crypto Mike, what's going on, my friend? 2020 will be 2020 will be beyond our beliefs. I agree with that. I think 2020 is going to be the latter stage of the second phase, which is violently opposed, and it's gonna be the latter stage, and I think it's gonna be November, December of 2020. Because somewhere in 2020, Mnuchin, uh, the Donald, how they're going to start giving hints. The name, in my opinion, liquidity and on-demand liquidity, that catchphrase is going to start being spread throughout mainstream media. I think 2020 is going to be a good year, but I think it's going to be the latter part of 20, a good time of the year, but I think it's going to be at the latter part of 2020. And I can't say price because I really believe there's going to be a synchronization and a flipping of the switch when it comes to banks. I just really do believe that. And so I can't say it's going to be $1, 5, or 10. Uh, I am in agreement with like what's his name, um, Shane Ellis. I believe in the Shane Ellis theory big time. XRP Vampire, Crypto Siege. Thanks for the update. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If you got 1 million, then Moon would be $1. Yeah, yeah. At a million. Yeah, I hear you, Joseph Barker. I need a good $50 plus. Yeah, I'm one of those people who really feel as though before we even know it, we're going to be in a position to collateralize XRP, make loans on it, take loans out on it, all that kind of stuff. And uh, the vast majority of mine is going to be for that. We got three points. Price. It's not really price points. It's kind of value. It's like For example, this is not ours, but for example, if I'm like, look, I want to take some XRP and do some stuff. I want to do it at 5,000. The value is $5,000. If I take a certain amount of XRP, I can get 5,000 out. If I can take a certain amount of XRP, I can get 50,000 out. If I take a certain amount of XRP, I can get 100. So it's really the value, you know, right? Because that's not going to tap any kind of numbers in terms of the overall XRP. But we kind of set it up in value, right? It's like three values, dollar values, and let's say, for example, 200,000, then a half a mil, and then a mil values, right? And having it not take up all the XRP, and then just live off interest stuff like that. So let me share this article with you guys. So I want you guys to see if you can really catch what's going on here. So this is an article about what happened. This is an article about Ripple and MoneyGram. So check this out, guys. Check this out. Does Ripple makes investment in MoneyGram equity to complete original investment commitment and expansion of on-demand liquidity accelerated. Accelerated, right? What does it say here? MoneyGram, a global provider of innovative money transfer services, today announced that Ripple, a provider of leading enterprise blockchain solutions for global payments, has made the final $20 million investment in MoneyGram equity pursuant to Ripple's original $50 million equity investment commitment made earlier this year. Ripple purchased the newly issued equity from MoneyGram at $4.10 per share, which represents a significant premium to MoneyGram's current market price. This funding will support MoneyGram's operations as the company continues to increase volume and use of on-demand liquidity. Ripple's product that leverages the digital asset XRP to send money globally, instantly, and reliably for fractions of a penny. This isn't a news outlet. And think about the words and the phrases they're using. On-demand liquidity, Ripple, they didn't say XRP, they said Ripple's product that leverages the digital asset. I just want you guys to kind of think, if you've been in the space for a little while, think how far along we've come that didn't read cryptocurrencies. Think how far along we've come that it actually says Ripple's product that leverages the digital asset, XRP. Think about how far along space has come. Leverages the digital asset XRP to send money globally, instantly, reliable for fractions of a penny. Think about that. And I'm gonna go back to that for a second in a minute. Our partnership, this is a quote from the CEO. Our partnership with Ripple is transformative for both the traditional money transfer and digital asset industry. This is the CEO of traditional business, Alex Holmes. Our partnership with Ripple is transformative for both traditional money transfer and digital asset. For the first time ever, we're settling currencies in seconds. And guys, if I said this once, I've said it 1,000 times. I believe 10,000% that MoneyGram's use of XRP and the ODL is the proof of concept for Wall Street, real money, and old money, as I like to coin them. This is a quote from the CEO, MoneyGram, right? So Wall Street is listening to them, is paying attention to them. This initial success encourages us to expedite expanding our use of on-demand liquidity, said Alex Holmes, MoneyGram's chairman and CEO. Partnerships with companies like Ripple support innovation and allow us to invest in creating better customer experiences. I anticipate furthering our growth into new corridors and exploring. Here's the key. Here's the freaking $10 trillion statement. And exploring with the partnership of Ripple, because of the partnership of Ripple, exploring new products and new services. That is what is getting the attention, raising the eyebrows. Wall Street, institutional money, real money, and old money. MoneyGram is currently moving approximately 10% of its Mexican peso foreign exchange trading volume through on-demand liquidity and has already started transacting in 4 additional cross-border corridors. This is the stuff that Wall Street is paying attention to, including Europe, Australia, and the Philippines, since the partnership with Ripple was announced in 2019. Last month, we announced that MoneyGram began using ODL for payments for the Philippines, and we're excited to support MoneyGram's further expansion into Europe and Australia. Digital assets and blockchain technology have the potential to make a tremendous impact on cross-border payments. MoneyGram and Ripple is an example of that, said Brian Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO. In June, we announced this partnership, and it's encouraging to see the rapid growth and benefits come to life. Early this year, Ripple made an initial investment of $30 million in the MoneyGram equity at the same time that it signed the commercial agreement for MoneyGram for cross-border settlement using digital assets. After this most recent $20 million investment, Ripple will own 9.95% of the outstanding common stock of MoneyGram, approximately 15% a fully diluted basis, including non-voting warrants held by Ripple. This is interesting. MoneyGram is a global leader in omni-channel money transfer and payment services that enables friends and families to affordably, reliably pay in 200 countries over. The innovative MoneyGram platform leverages its digital and physical network, global financial settlement, and cloud-based infrastructure with integrated APIs, crucial, and its unparalleled compliance program that leads the industry in protecting consumers. Massive. Are you guys catching what I'm catching there with that announcement? You guys catching what I'm catching? That was the sounding of the alarm that we, MoneyGram and Ripple, we are moving forward. Two businesses saying that we're moving forward in this digital asset space, and we're moving forward boldly because we have the success and we see the potential success. And they're saying, who else is going to get in on this with us? That's what they're saying. Who else is going to get in with us? Saying, without question. What do you guys think about that article? Have you guys seen that article before tonight? Guys talking about VeChain, one of my favorites. XRP Harlem, thanks for the $2 super chat, my friend. I appreciate that. Love CJ. Great work. Harlem supports you. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. You know, I'm a Brooklyn cat, so I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Staff Sergeant Marine says, what is the benefit of taking out a collateralized loan against your XRP? I don't see the benefit. Well, one of the benefits is you don't have to get rid of XRP. You still hold that XRP, and now you're dealing with then it's just me saying this the inferior, if you will, currency, which is the dollar, but you still get to hold on to greatest digital asset ever created, which is XRP. So collateralized loan. I think there's even a spot on Cabo. You just keep the thing in sort of like escrow on their platform. You can get interest off it. Because they use it, get interest off it as well. So it's a lot of reasons, and one of the reasons you can bet that institutional money will be taking advantage of that platform because they want to be able to leverage debt. They want to be able to leverage that, and since they hold XRP and they hold a ton, they're going to want to be able to do that. They don't want to get rid of their asset. They want to be able to leverage it. Simi.G says if FBI doesn't get the ball rolling first, and I could see HSBC. Yep, I can see that as well. I think that Bank of America is going to surprise a lot of people about what they're doing and how they're going to do it. But I can see that for sure, Simi.G with us at HSBC. Big Dad K says that is old news. That's not old news, my friend. That's not old news. That's new news. I mean, unless you're saying from yesterday or 2 days ago, right? So they had an initial thing, and then they doubled down, right? They had a period of time to make that full $50 million commitment. So decided to exercise that sooner rather than later. Yeah, MoneyGram to post like $1 per share profit next earning, then it's on like Donkey Kong. I hear you. Yeah, and these quarter reports are huge, Simi.G. They're huge. And trust me when I tell you that those three entities, Wall Street, real money, which is institutional, and old money are paying attention, right? Because they can relate to that. So that business model that is MoneyGram, they understand that business model. So when they look at quarterly reports and hear quarterly reports, they can take a deep dive and look into that, and they can make sense of it, right? They might not understand blockchain technology or a Hedera hash graph or what the hell are smart contracts. They might not understand that, but they can understand the business model that is MoneyGram. They can understand, is this thing in the green or is it in the red or the black? Which one is it? They can understand, is this progress being made or it's not progress being made, right? They can talk to the CEO. It's a proof of concept for old money. Yep, GeoXRP says MoneyGram stock is $3 today. Smoking deal used to be $280. Well, I'm telling you, MoneyGram. I'm telling you, it's a smoking gun. They are in a really good spot. 280, that may be what? Yeah, I know it's up in the hundreds of dollars. I do know that GeoX. ODL. Let me see. Let me see. Comments on here buying VeChain. Those are Barkers on VeChain. MoneyGram stands alone way better than ever it was because of XRP. Yep. What else we got? You guys talking about yourself? Dan Regali says, CJ, can you give us a quick rundown on why you find VeChain attractive? Absolutely. Definitely. Am I down at the bottom? I am. Yeah, so for me, Dan Regali, and listen, my friend, I don't think I've seen you in the streams. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Welcome to the channel. For me, what I saw with VeChain and Sunny Lou, number one is when I did my homework on him, he seems like a really genuine guy who is focused, like he knows that there's a use case for his product. He's staying in his lane. Right, he's putting things together that can be actually used in the enterprise world, in the real business world. So I like his approach. From what I can gather, the team seems like they're very, very coherent and cohesive in how they work together. But I like that they're in their own lane. That lane makes sense to me. The whole tracking and the genius thing about VeChain, in my opinion, is that it can do so many other different things as well, not just for tracking. Do they have do they have an uphill battle? Absolutely. Just like all startups do. Just like all startups do. In the digital asset space, it helps that the whole China thing. So there's this potential for this huge community in the digital asset space. A huge community is a big factor, especially a huge, competent, positive community like XRP, for example. And too, in my gut, feel like Bank of America could surprise us all and roll out ODL. Yeah, absolutely. Diesel House says B Chain is a real deal. Buying bet, put buying sub penny XRP back in 2016. Yeah, I mean for me that's my second biggest holding. Question. It's my second biggest holding. Moving around this thing here. Sorry, guys. It is my second biggest holding. So what do you guys think about the article? And see, to me, that's just, again, it's ringing the bell and letting people know what's going on. Letting people know. Let's check out the coin fair value right now for XRP. Yeah, I think so. I mean, only time is going to tell, but I do think it's going to be one of those projects that when bull run comes, can go from a penny to $1.50 to $2.50 during the bull run. And look, and that's just me just thinking of the project itself, right? So, I mean, that is my biggest. Let me go check this out. That was my biggest. That was the one out of the four, my friend, Staff Sergeant of Marines. It was Electronium. Guys, have you checked out this coinfairvalue.com? I like that they kind of do their metrics and it's based upon usage to really love. It says, we don't speculate. Fair values displayed here are based on current usage of each coin. They don't contain speculation on future variations of their use. We leave speculation to investors. Interesting thing here, and I went over what fair value is, and actual price, and the price to fair value ratio, and then the P&E is kind of more along the lines of a stock. Absolutely love it. Definitely go check out this site. It gives a different gives a different insight, and I like that. Think about this, guys. It says the current price of Bitcoin, it looks like it's going up a little bit. Let me refresh that. 71.99, is that up to date? That was 71.99. Fair value price based upon usage, 5,900. XRP's price, current price is 22 cents. Wow. I got some at like 22, like 9. And the fair value price is 94 cents. And their fair value definition is intrinsic or theoretical value of the coin according to its current usage. Fair value is the result of a new, yet simple, rational, economic model for currencies, similar to what discounted cash flows is for stocks. I just find that to be very, very interesting. Very, very indeed. So, especially between Bitcoin and X. Very, very interesting. But this is a really, really good site. Again, the reds are kind of negative and the greens are the positive. Fair value change for 24 hours for Bitcoin, 0.7%. XRP is up 8.59%. I love it. But yeah, definitely go check that out, guys. It's really an interesting site. It's really a really, really interesting site. And it's a different perspective. And I appreciate that different perspective. So guys, I mentioned ACI in this deep dive with Lee from SBQR Media. The volume is probably not going to work. It's probably going to be spotty, but I want you to listen to it, which is, I believe this guy is the CEO of ACI. I believe he's the CEO. I know he's with ACI. I want you to listen to this interview, and please forgive me on the sound because I know it's crazy. and I'll tell you who ACI is.
To ACI worldwide.
It's GPR and Ripple starting to offer better.
What did he just say? He said Ripple.
Around the banking, improving that's going between different currencies. Of course, the original beneficial payment, they get it. So all of that are under that time enablement, but you can't just turn. You must the back end. You must have the bank mentality of that all. So you need to thousands with very low process transaction. We can't be looking at a minute, 30 seconds. Goes through fully secure. Over at Metro Bank.
He said we need protection. Can't take 30 seconds. It's got to happen instant. And he mentioned we know where great video exit. And now let's go to the next.
Hold on a second, guys.
And this of what is it? Payment. He's obviously a good. Oh no.
I'm gonna read this here. This is a tweet from June of 2018. It's this guy again. It's Craig Ramsey, ACI Worldwide. This is what it says here. It says the cross-border payments market will see, without doubt, a lot of innovation in the next few years. I believe that Ripple should be part of any real-time and global payments processing solution for institutions. Working alongside SWIFT and other global payment processing solutions, Ripple can be a valuable component of the go-to market strategy. I believe that Ripple should be part of any real-time and global payments processing solution for financial institutions. Working alongside SWIFT and other global payments processing solutions, Ripple can be a valuable component of the go-to market strategy. Now, let me tell you a little bit about who ACI is. ACI Worldwide, the leader in banking and payments solutions. ACI Worldwide delivers electronic banking and payment solutions for more than 5,000 financial institutions, merchants, billers, and processors around the world. Total assets, this is from Wikipedia. US 1.86 billion 2017. Operating income 165 million. Where is the $1 trillion thing I saw? I was looking. No. Let's say if it says it here, because I had saw 17 trillion, 14 trillion. The Universal Payments Up Company, ACI Worldwide powers electronic payments for more than 5,100 organizations around the world, more than 1,000 of the largest financial institutions and intermediaries, as well as thousands of leading merchants globally, rely on ACI to execute 14 trillion each day in payments and security. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because we're talking about leveling up your leveling up. I would strongly encourage you guys to go watch. If you haven't watched it, watch that deep dive video, the retake, the revisit by Lee from SPQR Media. Because the idea is, I always try to tell people I'm not going to be that guy that says, if you can't take it, sell, and I'm not going to be that guy. What I'm going to say is, if you're about to sell, you're thinking about selling, have you really done your homework and your due diligence? How many times, how many articles have you read from Ripple Insights? How many videos, how many articles have you read? Have you chatted with, texted, reached out, tweeted with, see if you can get a response from David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, Sheesh Burler, Navdeem. Yeah. They have a tendency to respond back to important questions. Have you, legitimate important questions, have you gone onto Ripple Insights? How many articles have you read? Gone to Ripple.com. Have you gone to XRPRK.com and XRPRightNow.com and checked out the partnerships, the actual legitimate? Have you really done your due diligence? Have you really done your due diligence? You know what I mean? Have you really done your due diligence? And that video is really, really good. Yes, it does it says fair value, and this is fair value. It says 94 cents. It's the fair value according to usage and that metrics that they use. Yep. Yeah, and their connections to NGOs, Staff Sergeant of Marine. What is NGOs? Well, yeah, I participated with Electronium do that during their ICO, and that was the one on the 1 out of 4 where we were fortunate enough to catch that at the right time and take some gains. Yeah, don't know what the target is going to be before capitulation, my friend, with Bitcoin. Don't know. It's hard to say. Alex D Vlogs, what's going on, bro? The bottom is in. Old money doesn't want you to win. I love it. The bottom is in, huh? Non-governmental organizations. Electronium is a really interesting thing for me because it's funny too because a lot of people don't pay attention to it, and the media doesn't give it much attention. Um, but a lot of the things that Ripple does, Electronium has done already in a lot of ways, which is really, really weird. They don't have the technology at all, at all. But they have, they get that, the unbanked and the underbanked is a huge market. Ripple is starting to focus in on South Africa and, actually looking to do things for the unbanked as well. But Electronium, in essence, that whole mining thing is basically just airdrops in a lot of ways. But it was a way for them to try to get people into the market. I know that they're trying to go the mobile phone route. So it's hard to see. It's hard to say how it's going to do. I mean, it did get up into 20 something cents, maybe 31 cents. But I did get up there at one point. They're in China now. That's cool. That is good. I still hold some Electronium. You know what I mean? You know. So the most important thing to really realize about XRP is you got to get that as a long-term hold. I'm convinced that the message from Swell was definitely three things. Number one, knowledge. Number two, patience. Number three, maturity or mature. It's going to take some time. Even and it's another reason why I don't get upset about some of the hodlers. Even when they get antsy and um, impatient, because even Alex Holmes himself was antsy and impatient, and he wanted Ripple to move faster. Wanted Brad Garlinghouse to move faster. So I get it. Like, cause he sees the potential, he knows. He was like, man, why can't we open up quarters faster? And he was like, literally from the stage, he was cool, but on the phone, he was like, let's go. Why we, why is, Brad said he was actually upset with him that they weren't moving fast, right? And so I get it when people kind of get concerned about price. Yeah, use cases. I don't know. I mean, they want to use it for pay, allow them. Their game plan is to get people to kind of try it and then use it for mobile operators, use it amongst trade and these different communities. Get this merchant to accept Electronium for payment, get that merchant to accept Electronium for payment, and they just kind of use it amongst themselves. They use it for trade, but they got mobile operators saying, yeah, you can pay your phone bill and you can pay airtime and stuff with Electronium. So that stuff has been happening, and that's the market and the route that they're going. But I have not, to be honest with you, I have not been on their site or any of that. I haven't watched any videos from Richard Ellis. Richard Ellis. Wow. But that is ACI. And guys, I would encourage you to watch this video. I'm telling you from SPQR Media, because he talks about Microsoft and Accenture, AI and WorldPay. Gotta know what you hold. You got to know that these guys are partnered with Ripple. You got to know why they're partnered with what they're doing. And we all know about the chairman from Santander. She's saying that got an announcement coming up. I think it's going to be next week about their payments, their real-time payments, in Mexico. We're all curious as to see what that's going to be, how that's going to be done. It's going to be done through MoneyGram, or is it going to be done a different way? So that's going to be huge to hear that news. Well, it's Alex, you talking about coinfairvalue.com, and that's based on usage. It's coinfairvalue.com, Alex D. Boggs. What's that website that shows the price of XRP after you input details like how much liquidity every day, etc.? Now, are you talking about a different site? I don't know about inputting liquidity. Okay, okay. I don't know about a site where you can kind of input liquidity. I do know that CMC, also known as Coin Market Cap, is changing their metrics for determining the price and different things, and liquidity is part of it. Input various details. I'm not familiar with that Odyssey box. Not familiar with that site. Let me go to the Twitter world and share with you guys some interesting comments. Look at this one right here from Bank XRP. Our CEO, Alex Holmes, recently met with Prime Minister Imran Khan and his key financial aides in Islamabad to discuss additional government support for MoneyGram business in Pakistan, which we aim to double in 2020. Interesting thing. And we all know what Ripple has been doing, right? Share some. Let me share you a couple of quotes, some of the things that I thought that you guys might like. This is something for the digital asset investor. Interesting thing. Investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Robert Arnott, at times you will have to step out of your comfort zone to realize significant gains. And you handle staying in when everyone else is jumping ship. Absolutely. Great point. Stephen Bull from the DF says, search bridge currency on Google and what will you see? It says, with the ability to transfer value in real time, XRP has created a new category, which is bridge currency, financial world. Interesting thing here. I know this was Crypto Eddie. She did a video about some people kind of being impatient about some stuff, right? Same as in 1997. A few internet giants emerged because they had traction with real bona fide utility. XRP has bona fide utility despite being dragged down by Bitcoin, which will not last forever. It will take years to make a significant impact on the $10 trillion parked in the Nostra Vostra account. You don't have to wait. Tell people. But yeah, and that's a very good point. And again, when you think about it, guys, where am I at here? ODL and whatever it is, I trap at ODL now. I mean, it's really only been on the market for a year. It's only been in the market for a year. And again, I go back to, if you can't hold on to it for 10 years, doesn't mean that you don't cash out 5% or 10%. But if you can't hold on to it for 10 years, you shouldn't hold on to it for 10 minutes. Coinfairvalue.com, Dan. Semi.G says, too many high rolls involved with XRP to have nothing happen. Oh, yeah. Did I show you guys the quote that I got from Brad Time's stream from somebody in the chat? Let me share this with you guys. It's just such a powerful message. If I can't find it, I'm going to read it for you guys. Where did I put it? This is a guy. Listen to this. This is so funny. He said, his name's Joseph Brunetti. He said, thank you for addressing this. They were talking about some couple of things. He says, I can tell you this fact. Plenty of us on Wall Street have nice bags and are stocking up for Christmas 2020. I can tell you this fact. Plenty of us on Wall Street have nice bags and are stocking up for Christmas 2020. Joseph Brunetti, a stream a couple of days ago. Right? That's why I did that stream a 3 days ago about that there's a game being played, guys. Game being played. And the game is to shake out those people who don't understand the game. It's to shake them out. We're blessed to be able to hold this XRP because we were never meant to have it, never meant to hold it. And you got people out there who don't want you to have it. They want it to be in institutional money's hands. Old money wants to have it all. They want it to be in the OTC market, and they want the market makers to have as much as they can because it helps the. They don't want us to have it. Why? Because we are simply and merely holding it. Not providing the liquidity. And so, the reason why I did Coil is to do my part, participate on the Coil platform is just to do my part to improve the XRP ecosystem and say that it's out there being used. We're using it. But it was never meant to be in the retail market. It was always meant to be a back end solution and a bridge currency. There's a reason why NASDAQ has an XRP liquidity. There's a reason why they have that. Just like there's a reason why they have a Bitcoin, why they have an Ethereum one, because it's going to be a massive market. Bitcoin for that, Ethereum for this whole smart contracts thing that they're going to be. That's not going to be long lived because of Codius and XRP. There's a reason why they have an XRP liquidity index on Nasdaq. Major. They're going to need a price because institutional money, which is real money, going to want to know what's this price. What is the price on this? Without question, there will be some sort of price set. However they get to that price set, spot price, however they get to it, they're going to get to it. There's going to be one. Going to be one without question. Just got to be patient. That's right, Simi Daji. Maybe they will, beer tea, maybe they will ban it from the retailer. Yeah, and I think about that every now and then. I think about that, but it's a digital asset, and this is a digital asset space, and it would be like major. And the other part of it is, when with things like Securitize and Kava Labs, they know that there's a place for us to put it and have it be of use, like CDP. I don't think they're going to come after it. Just remember this. And I know it's hard to imagine this, but we are in the minority as far as people owning XRP, and we are even the smaller minority in terms of people even in digital asset space. It's just not a lot of people. It's just not. I think it's someone said 25 to 35 million in the digital asset space, and I think there was like less than two. I forget the percentage of even wallet holders of XRP. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. I know it, and I know it feels like a lot because you're in the space and you're in the community, and you think, man, I can let all of us become millionaires and multimillionaires. But the truth of the matter is, it's not a lot of us. The truth of the matter is, it's not a lot of us who have a lot of XRP. It's just not. It's just not a lot of people. You know what I mean? Really isn't a lot of people. What else is going on here? And I'm about to hop off here, guys, but I just wanted to say, check out that article from Ripple and MoneyGram. Definitely go check out my boy Lee from SBQR Media. Sam I Am says, this is Green Eggs and Ham, that's Sam I Am to the Lifeboats on YouTube. It takes time and money to integrate new exchanges into MoneyGram's core systems. If you don't think this milestone was in their agreement, then you're not paying attention. Probably also think Ripple is run by a bunch of amateurs with no idea what they're doing. I don't know what this chart is about. This little TA chart here from Mark G. Don't know what that's about there. Yeah, so this is an interesting quote here from Stephen Bull from the DF. According to John Whelan, a senior director at Santander, they need to understand technically and legally if it becomes necessary to adopt one of these new type of payment systems quickly. He was asked why did they invest in Ripple. When asked why they have a stake in Ripple, so guys, that's it right there. That's what I would highly recommend to you guys is right, level up your IQ in this space, level up your XRP IQ, level up your financial IQ. One of my greatest fears is that when it does do its thing, are that people aren't prepared. Not prepared. Like, have you looked into how you're going to diversify when it moves? Have you thought about real estate and what type of real estate? Have you thought about IRAs and index funds? Um, have you thought about gold and silver? Do you know where are you going to go buy your gold and silver? Have you thought about trust funds? Have you thought about having your team behind you? Um, when I say team, your accountant, your lawyer, right? The tax person. Like, have you thought about a team? Are you thinking about a team? Have you read the books that tell you how to set up a team and prepare a team? Tell me about your financial IQ. What are the books that you're reading in anticipation so that you are prepared? Right? We don't want to become like these, lottery winners, or when it moons, we got all this money and we have no clue. We haven't prepared ourselves, our families. Like, how are you preparing yourself security wise? Like, have you thought about that? Have you thought about becoming less and less uh, on the internet visible? Like, have you thought about these different things? Have you read the books? Have you read Money Master the Game? Have you thought about who's going to take care and manage some of your wealth, if not all of your wealth? Have you thought about these things? Read the books? Are you prepared? It's time to get prepared now. That's really the key. What does that say? Is that 1,859,000 wallet holders? Right? Think about that. That's just not a lot. Yeah, and it's not a lot of wallet holders over 20K. There isn't. There really is not. So, it's not like the world's going to be, I mean, yeah, they're going to be more millionaires, but you know, they're not worried about the retail um, speculators. It's just that we weren't meant to have it. We weren't meant to hold it. So that they don't feel threatened or anything like that. But they would rather XRP be in the hands of Bitrex and anyone running a node from any exchanges running nodes for them, right? Right? Because they wanted it in the XRP system. But we'll have a chance to participate in the ecosystem with things like Coil and Java Labs and the tip bots. And I hope you guys are doing things like that and using that tip bot. Take advantage of it. You know. But in the end, that is the 100% truth. So guys, please, please, please level up. Level up your IQ, level up your financial IQ, level up your XRP IQ, level up your digital asset IQ, because it will help you tremendously when it does move. And again, those three things from Swell: knowledge, patience, maturity. Right? Knowledge, patience, and mature. Just understand that. And one of the reasons why you want to special level up your IQ with XRP is so that you can again strengthen your resolve these challenging times of this bear market. Right? And again, once you know more about what it is that you hold, you can set up a proper, even better exit strategy, right? An even better exit strategy. And at 22 cents, I don't know. Some people, again, I got it at 22.9. It's very close to 20. And I got another bag just because, like, why wait to 20 cents or 19 cents? But that's just me, That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this video up. I've gone for an hour and 13 minutes now. But, guys, I want you to remember this. Never, ever forget that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel, trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. Digital asset space is our chance. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sideline? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. Victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.